Hey everybody, I'm still trying to come up with a jingle for my book reports, like MJoy book report. They're not too long, they're not too short. MJoy book report. I don't know, something like that. Or it's take a look, it's in a book. Something like that. But I think I've heard that somewhere. Anyway, this is MJoy with another book report. I finished the 3 books in January and I finished the 3 books in February. So now we are in the February zone of all the books that I read, and I want to report back to you what that was. Book number 1, first off, I was sick in bed for like half of February. It was really intense. I don't think it was COVID-19. I think it was probably COVID-18, but it was like up there. I read Everything's Trash, But It's Okay by Phoebe Robinson. Such good memoir. Now, how did I get this book? It was a surprise birthday gift from my 2 lovely friends, Jen and Jeremy. Love y'all. They surprised me at a show where I actually got to see Miss Phoebe Robinson in San Francisco for my birthday last November with my partner. It was so much fun. And I actually got to meet Marcela Arguello, who opened for her. And that was really awesome because I love her work too as a stand-up comedian. So such a treat to start my next year off with seeing both of them live and getting this as a surprise gift at the end of it for my birthday. So this is a collection of essays, basically Phoebe's takes on feminism, millennial slang, love, humor, storytelling, and her relationship to her career, but also to herself. So it's broken up in multiple different essays, and it was really fun to read. It brought a lot of joy while I was sick in bed in this past February. So I was excited for that. So if you like, stand-up comedy or comedians, if you like storytelling, this would be a good one for you. If you're a fan of feminism, open to learning more and curious about that and what that means for multiple people, this is a good point of reference for you. Phoebe also has a couple podcasts, so 2 Dope Queens, as well as So Many White Guys. So I would definitely check that out. So basically, it was great to hear her story. She's also written another book as well, You Can't Touch My Hair, and other things I still have to explain. I haven't read that yet. But for Everything's Trash, But It's Okay, I just felt like this was particularly fitting since I think right now, as most of us are shelter in place, things are feeling precarious and trashy, probably, in a lot of different ways. So it brings a lot of perspective just from a single person's point of view. I think a hang-up that I had was simply the fact that she was talking about her grind, her level of work ethic and commitment to her craft as an artist, as an entertainer, as a writer. And she seemed to, and the way I read it was, she seemed to have an ounce of regret maybe about the level of time that she dedicated and continues to, I'm sure, to her craft, and how it pulled her away from family and friends, and how I think there's maybe some grief that I'm sensing in there. But I would argue that it is in fact her level of sacrifice and commitment to her craft that made it so that we even know who she is right now and know to buy her tickets to her shows and know to buy her book. I think it's paying off, what she did. So while I was reading that part, I was just like, it was like a take on workaholism. I was just like, oh, Phoebe, don't beat yourself up, because it's probably the reason why I have your book in my hand anyway. So that was my only kind of question mark moment. But really, I love how family centric this woman is. She talks about going through a lot and being in between meetings and taking a break to call her mom. That's really super cute. And so I admired that. And she also goes into detail about how it is being a female comedian around males in a very male-centric, sort of sexist climate. and as well as with other partners too, men that she's dated, and talks about like the struggles and the pain that have come with comments on her hair, on her body image, on her weight, and I love when people are honest about that stuff, because it gives everyone else an opportunity to hear how those comments has impacted someone, and an opportunity to reflect, like, hey, maybe no body comments, maybe no appearance comments, we don't need that. Don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, type thing. So it was great of her to share her stories there too. Her voice, the whole tone of the book is obviously, because it's a comedian's memoir and take on the world, it's very playful, it's very casual, it feels like she's talking to you like a friend. There are a lot of engaging hashtags that it makes it, actually, it's sort of a choppy rhythm to read, because it keeps you on your toes and you're like, wait, what does that hashtag say? It's really long. It's like hilariously like 2 lines on the book, so have fun with that. Again, millennial slang, you can get with it, and if you want to learn more millennial slang, it's a good reference, it's a good intro to that if that's not your thing. And she's also like an NY Times best-selling author, an actress, as well as an entertainer. So it's just really awesome to hear someone's experience in that world. I think one of the key takeaways that I had that stood out to me were to keep doing you, basically, whoever you are, whatever your voice is, as you develop that, basically, if you keep focused on your craft, miracles happen, and you literally just never know how your story ends. Now that's bringing back some truth that we got from Mark Manson's book that I read, that I reviewed and reported on, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Like, he literally says, don't assume that you know how your story's going to end, that you know how your chapter's going to end up and where you're going to be on your path. You don't know, but keep showing up, and you will see miracles sometimes, quite possibly, because that's what happened to her. She shares about all these instances where dreams came true for her, and I don't want to talk about it in detail here because I want you to read it, but it was so inspiring. And so I guess I'll end with this. And one section near the end of the book, she has a hashtag, says Team Be By Yourself. And she writes out this essay that's dedicated to people who are single and just maybe having mixed feelings about being single, right? So I thought that this would be cool to share. I'm not going to read the entire chapter, but I'll read the list of things that she suggests are upsides to being single. And here's why. Because although I myself am partnered, I'm sheltering in place with the global community at a large scale, right? All of us are, for the most part, sheltering in place. And if we're not with a partner, then we may be by ourselves, just physically, socially sheltered by ourselves, either by we were planning on that, expecting that, or we weren't expecting that, right? Some of us are with family or friends or roommates, but we're not sheltering with our significant other. And I do believe that there are plenty of people who are sheltering with significant others, with others, but they may still feel alone. So this list I just wanted to share so that you can get a sense of her voice, of her humor, and also maybe get some hope out of it too. Okay, so I'll just be brief here. Hashtag Team Be By Yourself. Here's a starter guide, refresher, for people who don't have a +1 to kid and play with throughout their life. So number 1, money. You'll have more of it. Okay, that's an upside. Also to staying in and not buying out drinks all the time. It's true. In this sheltering in place context, we have more money, hopefully. 2, you can watch a TV show whenever the hell you want without fear that you're committing an act of treason to the nation of Bay. 3, no more drama. Isn't just a Mary J. Blige song. It's also a new way of life. So hopefully there's less drama in everyone's lives right now. in the emotional scope. 4, you have so much free time now to CrossFit your mind. Read more, learn more, study more. Absolutely. 5, the days of hiding your shopping purchases the way Ray Liotta hid guns throughout his house in Goodfellas are over. So no shame, right? 6, not having to wait for your significant other who decided right as you're about to walk out the door that he needed to take a dump, which undoubtedly will make the two of you late to the event you're about to attend. Yeah, we're not going to any events, so poop all you want. 7, glory be to the internet gods, aka social media and Wi-Fi, because when you're feeling hornier than all the bulls who participate in the running of the bulls, you can go on Twitter or Instagram and write a thirst post about a hot celebrity. Have at it. And then 8, casual dating. I would imagine remotely, Skype, all that stuff. And then 9, sure, learning to love yourself can help you in the long run if and when you want a life partner. But more importantly, being your own biggest fan is only going to make you happier and have a better quality of life. Well, hashtag team be by yourself, that's it. A quality starter/refresher pack for your journey with singledom. I hope it helps. But if you're ever in a pinch of loneliness, and loneliness gets you down or upset, just freaking go for it and cry. It's good for your soul. And that's what I would say too. During these times, let's just feel our feelings, make room to feel them, have the expression so that we can move through them. And I really hope everyone is having a blessed day. Much love. Thanks for watching. Woo, MJoy Book Report.